as a natural, relaxed, permed or color treated, since you should invest in products that work. This extra potent alopecia hair growth tonic is designed to stop hair fall, breakage, itchiness, and prevent dandruff while promoting healthy hair growth and strengthening the hair follicles. So if you experience low hair growth, excessive shedding, breakage, and thinning, you need to make and focus on this hair tea. If your follicles are damaged, please don't bother making this hair tonic because it will not work for you. Truth be told, again, if you have been trying to grow your baldness and nothing seems to be working for you, please visit a trichologist to confirm that your follicles around that area is okay. FYI, nothing works on damaged follicles except by hair transplant. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dima. Please ensure you watch this video to the end as to get all the instructions towards the end of the video. Like this video before you leave a comment if you've got any questions, share the video with your friends, and most importantly, hit the red subscription button if you haven't. To begin, light your stove. Place a pan on your stove. It could be your pot or anything you have, provided you can place it on fire. Pour some water, about 500 worth of clean water. Cover up the pot and bring this to a boil. Allow this to boil to 100 degrees Celsius before you introduce your ingredients. Our first ingredient for this recipe is rosemary leaves. These are fresh rosemary leaves. That doesn't mean that you cannot use dried rosemary leaves if that's what you've got, but in that case you're not going to be boiling it like I did in this video. You're just going to brew it or kind of steep it in hot water instead of boiling it. Rosemary contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties that tend to stimulate hair growth and reduce hair fall. It also helps reduce scalp inflammation. For my second ingredient, I have fenugreek seeds. Fenugreek prevents hair loss. Fenugreek contains lecithin, which acts as a natural emollient that conditions and moisturizes your scalp and hair deeply. They revive damaged hair, they fight dandruff, they control scalp inflammation, they add shine to hair and soft texture, they prevent premature graying of hair, they help hair grow thick and healthy. So for the proportion, I added about 4 of these teaspoons of fenugreek seeds. This teaspoon equals 1 tablespoon. Sorry, I meant to say that 4 of this teaspoon equals 1 tablespoon. The regular tablespoon that you know. Moving on, our third ingredient is cloves. Cloves promotes hair growth. They contain eugenol, which promotes hair growth when applied to the scalp. They add shine to your hair. Clove contains natural conditioners which help lock in moisture in your hair. They treat dandruff, prevent premature graying of hair, cause hair loss. They cleanse and soothes the scalp. For the proportion, I made use of 1 tablespoon of the clove buds. Just so you understand what I'm doing in this video, I first of all boiled the rosemary leaves for about 15 minutes. Then I turned off my heat and then transferred my fenugreek and cloves into it and then covered to steep for about 12 hours. So after 12 hours, this is me trying to sieve. You can tell that the color of the water has changed. That's as a result of the dried ingredients and the rosemary leaves releasing all their nutrients in the liquid. So the next thing that I added to this is vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil helps with preserving oils but not liquids like this. So definitely after 5 days we are going to be discarding this and making a fresh batch. But for the meantime, you can store this in the refrigerator for about 5 days. I also added some essential oils which are optional. Vitamin E oil is equally optional. You can skip it if you like. You can add other oils. The reason why they are in this recipe is just to help with sleep. Vitamin E oil is a preservative, and that's for oils. They are good for preserving oils for a period of time to prolong their shelf life. not for liquids like this. You can either use Optifane, Germa Plus and the rest to preserve liquid. If you have alopecia on your head, please focus this recipe, focus this tonic on those areas, the areas you're balding. If you use this recipe on areas that you're balding for 2 months and no hair sprouts, if you don't see any hair sprouting on those areas that your hair is bald, please visit a trichologist to check those areas that the follicles are okay, because if your follicles are not okay, they are not going to grow. No hair will grow on those areas no matter what you use on those areas. I just want to clear this in this video. No hair will grow on those areas, so you have to be sure that those follicles are okay, because we can't eat our cake and have it. Sometimes the kind of styles we choose can mess with our hair follicles, and growing out hair in those areas will take a lot of time. Sometimes if the follicles are not okay, they are not going to grow, so you come and start blaming it on herbal products that you're using, or products that you're using that you feel that they are not working for you. So 1 to 2 months is enough for hair to sprout, for you to see changes on areas that you're balding. If you don't see changes, please visit your trichologist. Have them examine those areas and tell you whether the follicles are okay for growth or not. The best way to see results in these herbal ingredients is to use them in tea form or in oils. Infuse them in oils, steep them in hot water. To use them in your hair is better than using it as a mask, but most people prefer to use it as a mask. But I love to use it as hair tea because it has worked for me over the years. So another good thing is that when it comes to application, the best way to apply this is just to apply it as a leave-in. It works for me well than using it as a tea rinse. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't use it on your wash day. You can still use it on your wash day and still use it as a base for your moisture routine. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's best used as a leave-in. So apply it to your hair. Follow up with a leave-in conditioner of your choice, moisturizing leave-in conditioner specifically. Then follow up with your buttercream or hair growth oil to seal in the moisture. That way the moisture can last in your hair for some time before they evaporate and your hair gets thirsty again for you to apply more moisturizers. If your hair is shedding, don't forget to use this as a tea rinse. That is, use it on your wash day after washing your hair and deep conditioning. Follow up with this tea, pour it on your hair, wait for about 30 minutes before rinsing off with water. You can come back with it and use it as your base for your moisture routine. You just spray it on your hair and then follow up with your leave-in conditioner and seal before you go to the stylist to style your hair. If you're the type that style your hair yourself, you go ahead and style your hair. That doesn't mean you can abandon your hair after styling. Even in protective style, please and please keep up with this hair tea. Apply it at least 2 to 3 times weekly. Follow up with your moisturizers and sealants. That way you'll be able to see results. Sometimes when you start taking out your protective style, you'll be amazed how your hair grows really fast. So that's the work of this tea. When you brew them and use them like this, they work, they thicken hair. I'm a living testament and I'm so proud sharing all these herbal ingredients and recipes with you. That brings me to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give me a thumbs up, share, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.